Okay, these are detailed video notes for customer Johnson, Lowe's 390 Hermitage. I'll give you a quick look at the room. The air conditioning vents are in the ceiling. This is a lightly textured ceiling, what they call a stomp ceiling, but it does not have anything, looks like deeper than a 1/4 inch maybe or less, 3/16, something like that. Now when you come around here, your cabinets actually go in against the right-hand wall. That is a return wall for your refrigerator. And then when you come back to the left here, you got the lower counters. Now, what is the footprint in this one is different than what you have on your design. So let me start right here on the end. You've got about 4.5, let me double check my measurements here. You've got about 5 5/8 inches margin from that window, that trim to that cabinet on the lower section is 5 5/8 inches. The actual face footprint from the end of this cabinet to the side of the stove is 19 5/8. So if you add those two together, you could make this cabinet about 3 inches longer without any problem. You still have countertop overhang, in fact. Then you've got a 30-inch stove, which is that. Then the other corner here is 44.5 inches. But now I'm giving you that measurement from the back corner here to the side of the stove, 44.5 inches. The face frame footprint for that one is 20 inches. The measurement from here to the edge in the corner is 20 inches on that one. Again, we've got a brand new floor. We're not wanting to replace the floor. We're wanting to keep the footprint. So make notes of this as you're doing your designs. Come around the corner here on the sink side. We have 54.5 inches from this corner to the side of the dishwasher. That length is 54.5 inches. Then I've got the dishwasher's 24. The other side is 14 3/8 inches. That little spot there in the corner, 14 3/8. Now this one is 33 inches from the corner here to the end of the cabinet, 33 inches. Now, if you take a look over here on this side, this is the outside return. This is as you come in the door. This length is 26 7/8 inches from the corner to the end of the wall, 26 7/8. This switch right here is between the upper cabinet and the lower cabinet. And there is 14 5/8 inches of room between the corner and the edge of the door trim. So now let's go with that outside corner right there and let's talk about what we're talking about today. There's a couple of things that we can do on that outside corner. In your original drawing, it was 33 inches, I believe, worth of cabinet there. Yeah, here it is. And that's a little bit too much. The wall's not that long. So 26 7/8, we would basically put like a 3-inch filler against this side here, put a 24-inch butt cabinet here with a flushed end, and that would bring us to where our molding on the top would come out and return on the face of this cabinet, or the face of this wall. So the cabinets would become flush with the end. Your molding would come out, turn, and come back on the face of that wall. And that way it would look clean whenever we're putting the cabinets in there. Base cabinets then would be 12 inches deep, 13.5 inches would be countertop overhang to the front. On this particular area, it would be better to order this one with a drop front where you do not have a toe kick. That's called a wide rail kitchen side in KraftMaid. Otherwise, if it's going to be a different brand, we want to go ahead and order a wide filler, like a 642 filler, and put a piece of OG pilaster on the front of it. And the reason that is that this is a separate area from the kitchen, so we don't think toe kick would probably look good there. It would probably need to look a little more like a piece of furniture. The only other thing to add maybe is that since this is going to have a counter and we don't have any power here, before we do this, we might want to add a receptacle right there on that wall. Again, talk to your customer about what they want to do with that. Now come over here on this wall, talk about the pantry that was in the drawing. There is not enough room here on this wall to put the pantry that's there. So we talked about that also creating kind of a deep element beside of your stove, which is going to make your kitchen feel very tight, very small. So we talked about grouping the pantry over here. And so you would have a 38.5 or 39-inch space here that is a built-in pulled forward. We would get rid of the refrigerator end panel here And that cabinet would support the 12-inch or 15-inch pantry that we put here. And that furthermore would work better because if you look, the receptacle is way away. It's about 2.5 feet away from the side of the refrigerator. So there is a ton of room here. 15 inches would work fine. In fact, that drawer is a 15 right there. 15 inches will work fine here as a pantry. Now the dishwasher pretty much has to stay where it is. We are going to reuse all the major appliances, both the microwave, dishwasher, stove, and refrigerator. Make sure if you're going to do tear out that we have disconnects of those, as well as reconnect. Make sure on the microwave that we don't have it hanging this low. This is too low for the microwave. It should be at least even with the bottom of the cabinet or above. That way you don't have the same situation they have here where the bottom of the microwave is too close to the top of the range. Now let's take a look under here real quick. The plumbing underneath, we've got standard plumbing. Basically it's coming out of the floor. It looks like they're original valves. So we probably need to do valve replacements for these. Looking at, yes, both of them. We have 3 valves. The 2 hot valves for the drain, or for the dishwasher and the sink, are originals. Looks like we had a replacement quarter turn when put on the cold side. But wouldn't hurt a thing to put those back with new ones. It looks like on the plumbing for the sink, it's fairly new, so we shouldn't have to replace it. All that's in good shape. But when I look at the Plex lines, these are those single-use gray lines, supply lines. We need to change those to a stainless line so we don't have a problem. Those are single-use lines that are on there. Let me step back. Your ceiling height in the room is 96 plus. You got 96 and a quarter in some places, 96 in others, 96 and a half in some. So we do have 96 even plus. So having a 39-inch upper cabinet's no problem. 3 inches of riser with a standard CM8 at the ceiling will be just fine. One more thing of note, take a look here at the margins on both sides of the window. Right now, there is a margin of about 3.5 inches on both sides of the window. They do not have molding on the window. In your design, the cabinets come within about 1 inch of the window on both sides, and that was really going to kind of crowd your sink. So because we don't have any moldings around these windows, we probably need to keep that margin at about 3.5 inches on both sides so we don't look crowded around the sink area. All right, if you have any questions about the kitchen or the layout, feel free to give me a call at 423-650-1051. One more look at the kitchen. There you go, tops, bottoms. This is your area here next to the door as you head out. Have a great day.